Welcome to your chordal lesson of the week number 40. That's right, we are already at number 40. I think I started at the same period last year for my free lessons on YouTube. So it means I have done 40 lessons in 52 weeks. So we are on a great streak and I hope it will continue for next year. So this week, it's going to be a very relaxed lesson. I won't go into too much theory. I just want to show you my favorite shapes of minor 11 chords. And just a tiny bit of theory why I like those chords. It's because of the friction between the minor third interval and the fourth. Because the fourth, in fact, it's the 11 in the chord. Because when we build chord, it's superimposed third, so it's only the odd numbers, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. So the 11 is just the fourth note of your scale, basically. So that's why there's a little bit of friction with the third notes of your minor scale. That's what makes this chord beautiful. So the first shape that I really like is this one. Once again, the same friction is here, but this is a minor 11 chord. And what I really like about minor 11 chord, they function a little bit the same as major 7 chords. Like we have seen in episode number 20. You can play them pretty much everywhere. And it's just going to sound smooth, even if it's not part of any harmonization or anything. It just sounds smooth and modal. And it's the same with minor 11 chord. It just works. I don't know why, because if we take some plain minor chords and just play them in any order without any rules, it's going to sound like this. I don't know for you, but I cannot not create a horror movie soundtrack with those chords. But when we make those chords just minor 11 chord, I don't know why, but it just works. We just take a minor chord and make it a minor 11 chord, and it works. So that's a secret of music, a mystery of music. Another shape that I really like is this open shape of a B minor 11. It's right here. Beautiful. Basically, you put your middle finger on the 5th string 2nd fret, you leave the 4th string open, and then the 2nd fret also for the 3rd and 2nd strings, and you leave the high E open. And you can make a bar version of that chord here. If we go 2 frets higher, we keep the same fingers in place and we use our index to bar. So you can play with it everywhere on the fretboard. But I find the more we go up on the fretboard, the more it becomes difficult because there is a little cluster of fingers at the same place. So that's why my favorite shape of minor 11 chords is this one. And you will instantly recognize this sound because I play it in many of my ambient sketches and my demos of pedals. What I really like about this one is the friction between the minor 3rd and the 4th, like I said, is at the top. It's really audible and it's really featured at the top of the chord. Plus, there's a nice spread in the chord that is not like a big cluster of fingers like this. So I find this shape to be more relaxed. And this one, you can play with it too everywhere pretty much. Oh, I said that this was my favorite minor 11 chord, but that is not true. My favorite is this one. I showed this chord to you in my lesson about how to really learn guitar chords. You can view it here. But basically, even if I discovered this chord without knowing what the theory was behind it, it is a minor 11 chord. Basically, we have the same friction, but this time it's inside the chord. So this is just so well balanced and so beautiful and has so much extensions in the chord. This is my favorite chord. And even if you play that elsewhere on the fretboard, what I hear is I hear it as a minor 11 chord, even if we don't have the root. You could see it as a chord with a minor 6th in it or something, but I still hear it as a minor 11 chord. This is a really nice shape to use everywhere on the fretboard. Now, I said that this one was my favorite, but there's another very, very impressive one. A almost impossible minor 11 chord to play that is very stretchy, but I'm still going to show it to you. Basically, it's like this. I tricked you. When we play all of our open strings, it makes a minor 11 chord. So if you have a band, next rehearsal, you can just talk to your bandmate and say, hey Jude, do you know a minor 11 chord? And he will go, I don't know, man. Why? Because I know one. Check that. Tricked you. Maybe I'm the only one laughing right now, but you can do this trick to your friends. Because basically, I don't know if you remember, if you watched all my lessons, but this is a minor 7 chord in my lesson about faking jazz chords. So if you take that shape but at 0 frets, basically it's already a minor 7 chord. We just don't play the 5th string. But if we play the 5th string open, it's an A, and A compared to E is the 4th note of the scale, and the 4th note is the 11th, 1 octave higher. All of that is to say that all of the strings open are a minor 11 chord, so you can do the joke to your friends. That's it. I hope you like this little collection of minor 11 chords and that you will like to use them in your own improvs or own songs. And I will do exactly like the same time. After 20 lessons in a row, I'm going to take a little break of making chordal lessons. This time it's not going to be 3 or 4 months, just maybe a couple weeks. And I am starting to consider to make lessons larger than the scope of chords. I could teach about scales and arpeggios and other theory concepts or anything that comes through my mind. So I'd really like you to tell me what you want to learn. What are your struggles presently? What are you trying to learn but you find it difficult? I want you to tell me in the comment section. Write it right now, because when I will organize my next lessons, maybe it's not going to be about chords, but I want to make them for you. I'm not making lessons to feed my own ego. I'm making them to help you and to be as generous as possible. So I still have many ideas to still teach a lot about chords, but maybe I can teach about other things. And to know what to teach, you need to tell me what are your struggles, because I'm making the lessons for you. Of course, it's really hard to please everybody because there are some advanced and beginner and intermediate players listening to my channel, so I cannot make lessons for everyone. But the least I can do is to listen and try to organize my lessons according to it. So thank you very much. If you have watched all of the 40 lessons, thank you so much. You are a veteran of chordal lessons. You are an all-star. And if you haven't watched all of them, the playlist is here. You can listen to all 40 lessons. You have many hours to listen just with my free lessons on YouTube. So thank you very much, and see you soon with new lessons. Au revoir.